Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are right now, I want to take a moment to welcome you. I want to welcome you into this space where dreams, ambitions, and possibilities come together. Right now, I need you to do something for me. I need you to just pause. Yes, pause everything around you, put down the distractions, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. You deserve this moment. You deserve the time you're giving yourself to listen to these words because these words are designed to shift your perspective and help you become the person you were always meant to be. We are standing at the threshold of a new year, a new chapter, and not just any year, but 2025. I want to talk to you about how 2025 has the potential to be the best year of your life. But first, let me say this. You are not defined by what happened last year. You are not defined by the challenges, the setbacks, the mistakes, or the missed opportunities of 2024. You're not even defined by the past 5, 10, or 20 years. I know some of you may have been carrying burdens, regrets, or disappointments. But listen to me when I say, the past is over. It's time for you to move forward. 2025 is the year where the old version of you steps aside, and the new version of you rises up. It's the year you decide to take control, the year you commit to living in your full potential. This is a fresh start, a clean slate. You have the power to make this year your year. No one is holding you back but you. I'm here today to remind you, your best is yet to come. Now let me ask you something. What if I told you that the best year of your life is waiting for you? What if I told you that everything you've ever dreamed of, all the success, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, the relationships, the health, it's all within your reach? What if I told you that everything you want is already on the other side of this next step? I want you to pause for a moment and reflect on that question. What if this time next year, you're looking back at 2025 as the year that changed everything? What if the struggles you've endured, the tears you've cried, the prayers you've prayed, what if it was all leading up to this? You standing here in this moment, ready to make 2025 the year you step into your greatness. Some of you might be asking, how can this year be my best year? I've tried before, and I've failed. I want you to hear me clearly. Failure is not the end of the story. Failure is just feedback. It's not final. It's part of the process. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simply the decision to keep going. And today, I want to show you how to make that decision. Today, I'm going to challenge you to make a commitment, not just to the new year, but to the best version of yourself. 2025 has already begun, and it's calling you to show up. It's calling you to be bigger, better, bolder. I'm not talking about a simple resolution or a temporary change. I'm talking about a total transformation. This is not about just crossing another year off the calendar. This is about taking the next 365 days and making them count. This is about waking up every single day knowing that you are working towards something incredible, something that will redefine your life and your legacy. I want to make it clear, you have everything you need inside of you to succeed. You have the strength, you have the talent, you have the passion, you have the resilience. But most importantly, you have the choice to make 2025 your best year. And it all starts with you. It starts with what you believe is possible. And it starts with your willingness to take the first step. So I'm asking you to stay with me for the next few minutes because we are about to take a deep dive into how you can make 2025 the year that transforms everything. I'm about to share with you the tools, the strategies, and the mindset that will allow you to unlock your full potential. And when you walk away from this, you'll have a blueprint, a roadmap for how to not just dream big, but how to make those dreams your reality. Are you ready to take that first step? Are you ready to release the old and embrace the new? Are you ready to make 2025 the year that defines the rest of your life? If so, then let's dive in, because your time is now. The best version of you is already waiting for you to step into your purpose. I want you to say this with me, wherever you are, out loud or in your heart. 2025 will be my best year yet. I will rise above. I will reach for my potential. I will make a difference. This year is mine. Now let's make it happen. Reaching for your potential. Unlocking limitations. Breaking free from mediocrity and comfort zones. Let me tell you something straight from my heart. Most people, unfortunately, spend their entire lives settling for mediocrity. They wake up every day, go through the motions, do just enough to get by, and never realize the full extent of their potential. Why? Because they are stuck in their comfort zones. They're afraid to push themselves, to challenge what they know, to leave behind the habits, the mindsets, and even the people that have kept them comfortable, but stagnant. They've convinced themselves that this is just how life is, that their circumstances are permanent, that the limitations they've faced are their destiny. And let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. I've seen it time and time again. People allow themselves to be defined by their failures, by the labels that were placed on them by others, by the setbacks, by the fears. But you know what? You have to realize that those things do not define you. They're just moments in time, temporary blips on the radar. Your story is not written by what's behind you. It's written by what lies ahead. And the moment you begin to understand that, you will break free from the chains of mediocrity and start stepping into your true greatness. Some of you have been living your lives with a ceiling over your head, a ceiling that you placed there yourself. You told yourself, this is as good as it's going to get. Or maybe someone else told you that, and you've been living under that lie for far too long. But today, I'm here to tell you that your ceiling is only as high as your mindset allows it to be. Your potential is limitless, and you were never meant to live under a glass ceiling. You were meant to soar higher than you've ever dreamed. Empowerment. You are more capable than you realize. I need you to understand something right now. There is greatness within you. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what mistakes you've made. I don't care how many times you've fallen. The greatness is already inside of you. It was planted in you the moment you were born. And it's time for you to stop doubting it. It's time for you to stop playing small, stop holding back, and stop being afraid of your own power. I know you've been through challenges. I know you've faced hard times. But those challenges didn't break you. They're part of your story, part of the fire that has forged you into the person you are today. Don't you see? The fact that you're still standing, the fact that you're still here, means that you've got something inside you that refuses to quit. You've got something in you that's bigger than any obstacle, any hardship, any failure. The only thing standing between you and your potential is your own willingness to step out, take risks, and challenge yourself to go beyond what you think you're capable of. Stop looking at what you've done in the past and saying, that's all I am. Stop defining your future by your past failures. Your past is not a prophecy. Your past does not dictate your future unless you allow it to. What you do today in this very moment is what will define the future you will walk into. Your future is too big to be contained by the mistakes of yesterday. Your future is waiting for you, but it requires you to step into it with courage, with belief, and with confidence in who you are becoming. Challenging the comfort zone, the power of stepping out. I want you to ask yourself, how long am I going to let fear hold me back? Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear of success. Yes, I said it. Some people are more afraid of their own success than they are of failure. Why? Because success demands responsibility. Success demands change. Success demands that you become the person you were always meant to be, and that can be a scary thing. But listen to me. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Nothing extraordinary ever happens when you stay in the safety of the familiar. You've got to challenge yourself. You've got to take risks. You've got to do the things that make your heart race, that make your palms sweat, the things that make you feel uncomfortable, because it's in that discomfort where transformation happens. You've been playing it safe for too long, trying to avoid failure, trying to avoid embarrassment, trying to avoid rejection. But I'm telling you, If you want to make 2025 the best year of your life, you've got to stop playing it safe. You've got to take bold action. You've got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You've got to be willing to fail. In fact, you need to fail. Fail forward, fail fast, but fail. Because every failure is a lesson. Every failure is a step toward success. Stop limiting yourself. Your future is bigger than your past. Now, I know some of you are sitting there thinking, that's easier said than done. I've been carrying around this weight for years. I've had doors closed in my face. I've had dreams shattered. I've had people tell me I'm not good enough. I hear you. I see you. I understand the pain, the frustration. But I want to tell you this. Your future is too big to be contained by the limitations of your past. Don't let your past mistakes define your potential. Don't let your past disappointments rob you of the possibilities in front of you. It's time for you to stop shrinking. It's time to stop playing small. Your life is bigger than you think. Your purpose is greater than you've allowed yourself to believe. And it's time to stop waiting for permission to step into your destiny. The permission you need is already inside of you. You don't need anyone's approval. You've got everything you need to become the person you're meant to be. So, I challenge you today. What's one thing you can do right now to step out of your comfort zone? What's one action you can take today that will move you toward your potential? It doesn't have to be a huge leap, but it has to be a step. Take that first step toward your future. Take that first step toward unlocking the potential that has been inside of you all along. Remember, you are not limited by where you've been. You are not defined by your circumstances. Your future is too big, too bright, and too full of promise to be confined by the walls you've built around yourself. It's time for you to step up and take the life you deserve. Your greatness is waiting for you, but it's only going to find you when you decide to stop limiting yourself. You have the power to change everything. Don't wait any longer. 2025 is yours for the taking. Step into it and make this the year you reach your full potential. Setting bold goals. The power of vision, clarity, and focus. If you want to make 2025 the best year of your life, you need more than just hope or wishful thinking. You need a vision. I'm talking about a vision so clear, so focused, that it pulls you forward every single day. A vision that excites you, challenges you, and makes you want to get up every morning with purpose. Without a vision, without a clear idea of what you're aiming for, you're just wandering. And let me tell you something. Life is too precious to drift through it without purpose. What is your vision for 2025? Do you know exactly what you want to achieve? Or are you just hoping that things will work out on their own? The people who achieve extraordinary things are the ones who are clear on where they are going. They have a destination in mind, and every decision, every action, is aligned with that vision. Let me ask you this. If you don't know where you're going, how will you ever know when you've arrived? Think about it. If you're driving to a destination but don't have a map, a GPS, or even a clear idea of the address, you're going to waste time, energy, and resources, right? It's the same with your life. Without a clear vision, you're just spinning your wheels, wasting precious time and effort, and not getting any closer to your goal. But when you know where you're headed, every step you take brings you closer to your destination. In 2025, I need you to get crystal clear about what you want. Write it down, define it, say it out loud, put it in front of you every day. Because when you have a vision, when you know where you're going to start making decisions that align with that vision. You'll know what to say yes to and what to say no to. You'll start to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You'll be moving with purpose, and you'll be moving faster toward your success. Take ownership of your dreams. Be specific and realistic. Now, having a vision is important, but setting goals that are specific and actionable is just as crucial. You can't achieve your vision by setting vague, broad goals. You can't say, I just want to be successful. No, you've got to get specific. Success looks different for each person. What does success look like for you in 2025? What does your ideal life look like? What do you want to achieve, and how are you going to measure it? When you set specific goals, you give yourself a target to aim at. And when you have a target, you can focus your energy and efforts to hit it. For example, if your goal is to get fit in 2025, don't just say, "I want to lose weight." That's too vague. Instead say, "I want to lose 20 pounds by June and be able to run 5 miles without stopping." Now that's a goal you can take action on. It's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, and it gives you something concrete to work towards. The more specific you are, the more you'll be able to track your progress and stay motivated. And I want to emphasize this point. Be realistic. Don't set goals that are so far out of reach that you end up feeling discouraged before you even start. Bold goals are great, but they need to be grounded in reality. You need to set goals that stretch you but don't break you. Goals that push you to grow but are still within your ability to achieve. Stretching your limits is important, but stretching them too far will only lead to frustration and burnout. Take ownership of your dreams. Stop waiting for someone else to make things happen for you. The goals you set today will determine your success tomorrow. If you're not aiming for something specific, you're simply drifting. And I know you weren't meant to drift. You were meant to soar, to achieve, and to live with intention. Aligning goals with your vision, how to break down big goals. I know some of you might be thinking, okay, I've got a big vision for 2025, but how do I actually make it happen? Where do I start? That's a great question. The answer is simple, but powerful. You start by breaking your big goals down into smaller, manageable steps. Let's say your big goal is to build your own business by the end of the year. That's a huge goal, right? But it's achievable if you break it down into smaller pieces. Maybe step 1 is creating a business plan. Step 2 is identifying your target market. Step 3 is launching your website. Step 4 is building a customer base. See how it works? Big goals are just a collection of small steps. And when you break them down, you can focus on one thing at a time. And as you check off each step, you'll start to see your dream becoming a reality. And here's the most important part. Consistency is key. It's not enough to set goals and then forget about them. You've got to show up every day and take action. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if it's hard. It doesn't matter if you feel like giving up. You've got to be consistent. You've got to show up, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Because let me tell you something. Consistency is what turns dreams into reality. It's the small daily actions that create massive change over time. Accountability, the key to staying on track. Now, let me tell you something else. It's great to have goals, and it's great to break them down, but if you don't hold yourself accountable, they're just wishes. Accountability is the secret weapon that separates the dreamers from the doers. You need to surround yourself with people who will hold you to your word. You need a team, a community, or even just one person who will keep you accountable. You need someone who will push you when you're ready to quit, encourage you when you're feeling discouraged, and celebrate your wins with you along the way. And don't be afraid to be accountable to yourself. One of the most powerful forms of accountability is when you commit to something publicly. Tell people your goals. Write them down where you can see them. Make your dreams non-negotiable, because when you've made that public commitment, you'll be more motivated to follow through. Your integrity, your word, your future, all depend on you showing up and doing the work. Nobody can do it for you. Making 2025 your year. The time to start is now. Listen, the time to start is right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The perfect conditions don't exist. But the perfect action exists, and that action is today. You've got 365 days ahead of you in 2025, but the difference between success and failure will be made in the actions you take today. So, stop procrastinating. Stop waiting for things to magically fall into place. The time to move is now. And if you take consistent, bold steps toward your goals every single day, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish by the end of this year. 2025 is waiting for you to take action. Your vision is waiting for you to step into it. Your dreams are waiting for you to claim them. But it's up to you. You have to decide, right here, right now, that this year is going to be different. And when you commit to your goals with everything you've got, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Reaffirmation of bold goals. I need you to hear me when I say this. The goals you set for 2025 will set the course for your entire year. If you aim at nothing, you will hit nothing. But if you aim high, if you get specific, and if you break your goals down into actionable steps, then there's nothing stopping you from achieving greatness. So don't just dream. Set bold goals. And make sure that every step you take is one step closer to the life you've always imagined. 2025 is your year. Don't let it slip away. Take ownership of your dreams today. Commitment to consistency. Habits shape destiny. Small actions lead to massive change. You know, many people have dreams, many people have goals, but very few people understand the secret that separates the dreamers from the achievers. And that secret is consistency. It's easy to start something with excitement and enthusiasm, but it's the day-in, day-out grind that leads to true success. Success doesn't happen in a day, but a day can set you on the path to success. Every action you take today, no matter how small, is a seed being planted for your future success. The question is, what seeds are you planting? I want you to understand this. Your habits shape your destiny. You may not notice it today, but every time you show up, every time you take action, whether it's working on your business, studying for your degree, or making healthier choices, you're building momentum. You're stacking days on top of each other. And that's how transformation happens. It's not about huge leaps and giant successes in one moment. It's about taking small steps consistently over time. Think about it like this. Every morning you wake up, you have the opportunity to take a step closer to your goals. Each day is a chance to make progress, no matter how small that progress may seem. And if you keep making those small steps, they add up. And suddenly those small actions lead to massive transformation. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it gathers momentum, it grows bigger and faster. That's how success works. It's a series of small, consistent actions that build on each other. Let me give you an example. Think about someone who wants to lose weight. If they work out for 2 hours on one day and then don't work out for the next 2 weeks, are they going to see results? No. But if they commit to exercising for just 30 minutes every single day, eventually they'll see a massive transformation. And it's not just about the physical changes, it's about the mindset. The consistency of showing up day after day teaches you discipline, resilience, and belief in yourself. Discipline, showing up, even when it's hard. But here's the thing. Consistency isn't easy. It takes discipline. It's easy to be motivated when you feel inspired, when everything is going well, when the stars align. But what about the days when you don't feel like getting out of bed? What about when the obstacles seem too big and the road ahead feels too long? That's when your discipline will carry you through. Success isn't about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about making a commitment to show up, even when you're tired, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Success is about doing what you know needs to be done, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Let me tell you something important. Motivation is fleeting. It's a feeling, and like all feelings, it comes and goes. But discipline is different. Discipline is a decision. Discipline is a muscle you build by committing to do the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's the daily choice to stay on track, to do the hard work, even when you'd rather do something easier, something more comfortable. If you want to succeed in 2025, you have to be committed to showing up every single day. I'm not talking about working 24/7. I'm talking about doing something every day that moves you toward your goals. It doesn't have to be a monumental task, but it has to be something. And here's the secret. Those somethings add up, and over time, they compound into incredible results. The power of discipline in the face of resistance. Now, I know that resistance is going to show up. It always does. When you decide to be consistent, when you decide to take action, the challenges will come. You'll face setbacks, distractions, and days where everything seems to be working against you. But understand this: resistance is part of the process. It's not a sign to quit. It's a sign that you're on the right path. If everything was easy, everyone would be successful. But the fact that resistance is showing up means that you're getting closer to your breakthrough. Keep pushing. You see, when you choose consistency, you are not choosing an easy path. You are choosing a path that will test you, a path that will stretch you, but it will also mold you into a person who can handle the weight of success. And you'll come out stronger on the other side. Because discipline doesn't just build your skills, it builds your character. It teaches you to endure. It teaches you to stay focused even when the path gets tough. Think about an athlete. Every day they wake up and train, even when they don't feel like it. They push through the soreness, the fatigue, and the mental barriers. But they do it because they know that every rep, every set, every minute of training brings them one step closer to their goal. You have to take the same approach to your dreams. Show up every day, even when it's tough, and trust that the results will come. Small habits create big impact. Real-life examples of consistency. Let me share a powerful example with you. One of the most successful people I know didn't get there by doing anything extraordinary. They didn't take a shortcut. They didn't find an easy way out. What they did was build a habit of consistency. They focused on getting 1% better every single day. And over time, that 1% added up to massive success. You've probably heard of the concept of habit stacking, where you take one small habit and attach it to another, making it easier to implement. Let's say you want to read more books. Instead of trying to read an entire book in one sitting, you commit to reading just one chapter every morning. You build that habit into your routine. And over time, that one chapter a day turns into 12 books a year. Small steps, consistent actions, and it all adds up. Think about some of the greatest achievers in history. People like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Serena Williams didn't get to where they are by sitting back and waiting for success to come to them. They showed up every single day. They focused on their craft no matter how tired they were. They didn't allow the small setbacks to derail them. They stayed consistent with their actions, and that consistency is what led them to greatness. Overcoming setbacks. Resilience in the face of failure. Now let's talk about setbacks. If you're committed to consistency, you will face setbacks. It's part of the journey. But here's the thing. Setbacks are not failures. They're lessons. Every time you fall, you learn how to get back up stronger. Every time you face a challenge, you build resilience. Failure is not final. It's just a stepping stone toward success. The key is to stay committed to your process, even when it seems like things aren't going as planned. Your ability to keep going even when it's hard is what will set you apart from everyone else. Remember, success is built on consistency, not perfection. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. And when you fall, don't stay down. Get back up, keep moving, and remember, your best day is always ahead of you. Your breakthrough is just around the corner. The key is consistency. Success doesn't happen overnight. One day at a time. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's not about the grand gestures or one massive breakthrough. It's about showing up day after day, doing the work, and trusting the process. The most successful people aren't the ones who hit it big in one moment. They're the ones who committed to showing up every single day, putting in the work, and staying the course. And you can do that too. In 2025, commit to consistency. Commit to showing up, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard. Because the truth is, success doesn't happen in a day. But every day, every small action, every decision to stay consistent will get you closer to the success you've always dreamed of. And when you look back at the end of the year, you'll realize that those small actions, those consistent efforts, have led you to the greatest transformation of your life. Embrace consistency for transformation. I want you to remember this. Consistency is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It's not about doing something grand once in a while. It's about showing up every day. It's about making small, positive choices consistently. And when you do that, you'll look up one day and realize that you've transformed your life, one consistent step at a time. In 2025, make the commitment to consistency and watch as your dreams come true. Facing challenges with faith. Overcoming obstacles. Challenges don't define you. Listen to me, family. There are going to be days when life doesn't go the way you plan. There are going to be moments when the weight of the world feels like it's on your shoulders. And let me tell you something important right now. Those challenges, those obstacles, they don't define you. You see, the world doesn't get to tell you who you are based on the difficulties you face. Life doesn't get to decide that. You do. You might have faced failure in the past. You may have hit roadblocks that felt insurmountable. Maybe you've been knocked down, misunderstood, or even abandoned. But I need you to hear this loud and clear. You are not defined by what has happened to you. You are not defined by the things you've gone through. You are defined by how you rise, how you overcome, and how you keep moving forward in the face of adversity. In fact, the biggest breakthroughs often come out of the toughest challenges. When everything seems to be falling apart, you can rest assured that you're being prepared for something greater. Your breakthrough is often born in the very struggles that feel like they'll break you. But I'm telling you, challenges don't break you. They build you. Too many people let their circumstances determine their future. They get stuck in the failure. They get stuck in the pain. They get stuck in the disappointment. But I want to challenge you today. Don't let your circumstances define you. Let your faith and resilience define you. Because you have the power within you to overcome whatever comes your way. Faith in the journey. Belief is power. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. Faith is not about walking through life with rose-colored glasses. Faith is not about pretending like everything is perfect all the time. No, faith is believing that there is something bigger than the obstacles in front of you. Faith is trusting that your journey is leading you somewhere greater, even when you can't see it yet. I'm talking about having the kind of faith that moves mountains. I'm talking about a belief that says, I may not have all the answers, but I know that I can make it through. I'm talking about faith that doesn't crumble when the storms of life come. When you walk by faith, you walk with confidence. Not because you have all the answers, but because you know the one who does. And let me tell you something. Faith doesn't just sit idly by. It moves. It pushes. It propels you forward, even when you're walking through the valley. Your faith is what will carry you when the world tells you to quit. When everything around you is crumbling, your faith will be the anchor that keeps you steady. When others say, give up, it's not worth it, your faith will rise up and say, I'm not finished yet. Faith isn't about being perfect. It's about trusting that the journey is worth it. It's about trusting that the steps you're taking are part of a bigger plan. Even when you don't understand the plan, you trust that there is one. Even when you can't see how it all works out, you know that God, or the universe, or whatever you believe in, has a purpose for you in every step of this journey. Resilience. Bouncing back from setbacks. I need you to know this right now. Resilience is one of the most powerful gifts you can cultivate. You can't control everything that happens to you. You can't control the people who will betray you, the doors that will close in your face, or the obstacles that will appear on your path. But what you can control is how you respond. You can control your resilience. You can control your refusal to stay down after you've been knocked down. It's easy to give up. It's easy to throw in the towel when things don't go your way. But resilience is built in the struggle. Resilience is the ability to stand up, dust yourself off, and keep going, no matter how many times you fall. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges. It's about learning how to rise stronger every single time life knocks you down. Some of the greatest stories of success you'll hear come from people who faced unimaginable setbacks, people who were counted out, people who had every reason to quit. But they didn't. They pushed through. And today they are standing on the other side of their struggles victorious. And I want you to know that you are no different. If they can overcome, so can you. Your resilience will carry you through. The power of faith in the face of adversity. I'm going to tell you something powerful. The greatest victories come from the hardest battles. There are seasons in life where you'll feel like giving up. There will be moments when your faith will be tested. But it's in those moments that you find out what you're really made of. Faith is not just about believing when things are going well. Faith is about believing in the face of adversity, believing when it's hardest, trusting when you don't have all the answers. When I say that your faith will push you through, I'm talking about a kind of faith that refuses to be shaken, a kind of faith that says, I will not be moved. When you face opposition, your faith doesn't cower. It rises up. Your faith will be the fuel that pushes you through the hardest of times. Your faith is not passive. It's active. It's a force that propels you forward when the world says, give up. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I've been there. There are times when the weight of your struggles feels unbearable. There are moments when you feel like you've given everything you have, and you still haven't seen the results. But I'm here to tell you, don't you dare give up. Don't you dare quit. Your faith will see you through. When you keep believing, when you keep walking, when you keep trusting, the breakthrough is coming. The victory is coming. Faith is not a one-time decision. It's a lifestyle. Faith is not a one-time decision. It's a lifestyle. You choose faith every single day. You choose to believe, even when things don't make sense. You choose to trust, even when the road ahead looks dark. And that choice, that daily decision to walk by faith, will lead you to a place of victory you never thought possible. You have to wake up every day and say, I choose faith today. I choose to believe in the bigger picture even when I can't see it. I choose to keep going, even when the road gets tough. I choose to trust that the challenges I'm facing are shaping me for something greater. Faith isn't just about hoping that things will get better. It's about believing that they will, no matter what you see. And that belief is what will push you forward. It's what will get you out of bed every morning even when you don't feel like it. Faith is a powerful force. And when you choose faith, you choose to never give up, no matter how many obstacles come your way. Example: your faith will push you through. Let me give you a personal story. There was a time in my life when I faced a major setback. I had been working tirelessly toward a goal, and one day, I thought I had finally made it. But in an instant, everything crumbled. I was devastated. I felt like giving up. But then I remembered something. Challenges don't break you. They prepare you for the next level. I had a choice to make. I could give up, or I could keep going. I chose to keep going. I chose faith. And I'm standing here today because of that decision. I know some of you are facing struggles right now. You're feeling tired, you're feeling discouraged, but I want you to remember, your breakthrough is right around the corner. Your faith is going to push you through this. So, when the world tells you to quit, when it feels like you can't go any further, I want you to remember this. Your faith is stronger than any obstacle you face. Keep walking. Keep believing. The best is yet to come. Stand in faith. As we move into 2025, I want you to understand this truth. You have everything you need to succeed. You have the power of faith, the strength to overcome, and the resilience to keep going. You don't have to face your challenges alone. Your faith is with you, and it will push you through every trial, every setback, and every obstacle. Stand firm in your faith. Keep believing, keep moving forward, and know that victory is on the other side of your faith. The power of positivity and mindset. Transforming your mind. The importance of cultivating a positive mindset. Let me ask you something right now. What do you say to yourself when you wake up in the morning? Do you speak life into your day, or do you speak defeat? Your mindset, family, is one of the most powerful tools you possess. It is the lens through which you view the world. And let me tell you, if you want to make 2025 your best year yet, you have to start by transforming your mind. You see, the battle isn't won out there in the world. The battle is won right here, in your mind. in your thoughts, in the way you see yourself, in the way you see your future, in the way you speak about your life. Everything begins in the mind. If you want to change your life, you've got to start by changing your thinking. If you can change the way you think, you can change the way you live. And that change starts today. Here's the truth: your mindset is everything. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties of life. No. It means acknowledging the challenges, but still choosing to believe that you can overcome them. It means looking at your problems and saying, I may not know how, but I know I can make it through. I know that I'm capable, I'm strong, and I'm ready for whatever comes my way. It's the belief that your thoughts have power over your actions, your outcomes, and your future. The power of a positive mindset is that it changes the way you approach life. It changes the way you handle stress. It changes how you respond to obstacles. It makes you resilient. And most importantly, it makes you unstoppable. When you cultivate a positive mindset, nothing can stand in your way. Nothing can shake your faith or your resolve. And when you walk through life with a mindset like that, the universe, or God, begins to open doors for you that you never imagined were possible. Affirmations and self-talk change your inner dialogue. Now let me talk to you about something that is incredibly important in this process: affirmations and self-talk. Do you know how powerful the words you speak to yourself are? So often, we don't even realize the way we speak to ourselves. We tell ourselves things like, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, I'm not worthy. And let me tell you, your mind is always listening. The words you speak shape your reality. And what if I told you that everything you've been telling yourself up to this point, whether it's positive or negative, has shaped who you are today? Your inner dialogue has a direct impact on how you see yourself and how you approach your life. You see, what you speak in private to yourself will eventually show up in your actions, your habits, and your life. It's time to change the narrative. It's time to flip the script. Instead of I can't, say I can. Instead of I'm not good enough, say I am more than enough. Instead of this is impossible, say with faith, persistence, and a positive mindset, nothing is impossible. Your words are your power. They have the power to build you up or tear you down. And when you change your inner dialogue, you begin to change your destiny. Let me give you some affirmations to start using every single day. Say them with conviction. Say them like you believe them because you should. I am capable. I am worthy of success. I am resilient, and I will overcome any obstacle. I am not defined by my past. I am destined for greatness. I am more than enough. These are not just words. These are declarations of your truth. And let me tell you something. If you start saying these affirmations every day, something powerful is going to happen. Your thoughts will begin to shift. Your mindset will begin to change. And your reality will follow suit.
Example: change the way you speak to yourself, and the world will start to change for you.
Listen, I need you to understand something. The way you speak to yourself is a reflection of how you see your worth. If you constantly belittle yourself, if you tell yourself that you're not enough, if you doubt your own potential, how can you expect the world to see you as anything other than what you believe about yourself? But when you change the way you speak to yourself, the world begins to respond differently. You see, the world reflects back to you what you project out into it. If you project self-doubt and negativity, guess what? That's what you'll receive. But if you speak with confidence, speak with conviction, and speak as if you already have what you desire, the world starts to change around you. Your energy shifts, and suddenly, opportunities begin to appear. People begin to see you differently. Doors begin to open. Why? Because you changed the way you spoke to yourself. And this isn't some magical trick, family. This is the law of attraction. When you speak positively to yourself, you raise your vibration. You become a magnet for positivity. When you start believing that you are worthy of success, worthy of happiness, worthy of love, you start to see those things manifest in your life. Change your words, and you'll change your life. I know it might feel uncomfortable at first. You might think, how can I speak these positive things when I feel so far from where I want to be? But that's the point. Your current situation doesn't define you. The words you speak and the mindset you cultivate will determine where you end up. Keep affirming what you want to become, not what you've been, and in time, your world will align with those words. Cultivating a positive mindset. Family. 2025 can be the year that changes everything for you, but it starts with your mindset. It starts with how you see yourself and how you speak to yourself. Cultivate a positive mindset. Choose to see challenges as opportunities. Choose to speak life into your future, even when things seem difficult. Your mind is a garden. You get to choose what you plant in it. Plant positivity. Plant faith. Plant resilience. And watch how your life starts to grow. Remember, your mindset is your greatest asset. The world will try to tell you that you can't, that you're not enough, that you should settle. But when you shift your mindset, you'll start to realize that you're not meant for settling. You're meant for greatness. So today, start speaking life. Start speaking positivity. And watch as 2025 becomes the best year of your life. Gratitude and giving back. Gratitude for growth. Emphasize the importance of gratitude even in tough times. Listen, family, I want to talk to you about something powerful, something that has the ability to transform your life and make 2025 the best year of your life. That thing is gratitude. Now, I know some of you are thinking, how can I be grateful when things aren't going the way I want? When life is tough, when obstacles keep coming, when the road seems like it's too long. And I want to tell you right now, gratitude is not just for the good times. Gratitude is for every time. It's for every situation, every challenge, every joy, and every pain. Because in every moment, there's something to be thankful for. Gratitude is not about ignoring the hard times, it's about acknowledging that even in the toughest moments, there is something you can learn, something you can grow from. In fact, some of your biggest blessings are disguised as your biggest struggles. The challenges you face, the pain you endure, the setbacks you experience, these are the things that shape you, mold you, and prepare you for your destiny. And the sooner you learn to be grateful for those things, the sooner you'll experience true growth. Think about it. If you can be grateful for the lessons in your life, if you can find gratitude in your struggles, then you will never lack joy. Because joy comes not from the absence of problems, but from the presence of gratitude. When you approach life with a thankful heart, you open the door to more blessings, more opportunities, and more abundance. It's easy to be grateful when everything is going well, but the real power comes from being grateful in the midst of adversity. This year, make a commitment to gratitude. Don't wait for the perfect moment to be thankful. Don't wait for everything to be in place. Be thankful now. Be thankful for the roof over your head, for the health you have, for the lessons you've learned, for the people who love you, for the moments that challenge you. When you embrace gratitude, you unlock your full potential. You begin to see the good in every situation, and that shifts everything around you. Impacting others. How giving back can be a catalyst for personal growth. Now, family, let's take it a step further. Gratitude is not just about what we receive, it's also about what we give. And I want you to understand that giving back is a key ingredient to making 2025 the best year of your life. It's not just about what you can get out of life, it's about what you can give to others. It's about how you can lift someone else up, how you can serve, how you can impact lives beyond your own. There's something powerful that happens when you shift your focus from yourself to others. When you begin to ask, how can I help? How can I serve? How can I make someone else's life better? That's when growth starts to happen. That's when you begin to step into a higher version of yourself. Because let me tell you something. When you give, you don't just bless others. You bless yourself. Your life becomes richer, fuller, and more meaningful when you make the lives of others better. Think about the times when you've given, whether it was your time, your resources, your encouragement, or your love. How did that feel? How did it make you feel to know that you made a difference? That's because giving is one of the most fulfilling things we can do as human beings. When you give to others, you experience a sense of purpose, a sense of connection, and a sense of fulfillment that nothing else can provide. But here's the thing. Giving doesn't always have to be a big, grand gesture. You don't have to wait until you're wealthy or powerful to give. You don't have to wait until you've figured everything out. Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness, offering a helping hand, a listening ear, or simply being there for someone, can have the most profound impact. You don't have to be a billionaire to make a difference. What you give can be as simple as your time, your energy, or your love. And that's where the real power lies. When you make it a habit to give, something shifts in your life. It may seem small at first, but over time, those little acts of kindness and generosity will create a ripple effect. You'll start to see how you're positively impacting others, how they're paying it forward, and how you're helping to create a cycle of positivity and abundance. Example: gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about being thankful in action, serving others, and becoming the blessing you want to receive. Let me tell you a story about the true power of gratitude and giving back. There's a saying that goes, "You can't outgive God," and I believe that. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in the lives of others. When you give, you're not just giving to someone else, you're giving to yourself in return. There's an energy exchange that happens when you give with a pure heart. And let me be clear, giving is not just about money. It's about your time, your love, your wisdom, your encouragement. It's about serving others, especially when it's difficult, when you don't feel like it. It's about becoming the blessing you want to receive. Imagine what would happen if every day you woke up and said, "Today, I'm going to make someone else's life better. I'm going to serve them. I'm going to offer a word of encouragement. I'm going to give my time, my resources, my energy." What if you did that consistently? How would your life change? How would the lives of those around you change? I'm telling you, when you make it your mission to bless others, your life becomes a testimony of generosity, of abundance, and of love. So I want to challenge you to live this out in 2025. Don't just say thank you for your blessings. Show your gratitude through action. Be the blessing you're waiting for. Serve others. Give without expecting anything in return. And watch how, as you pour out, your own life will be filled up in ways you never imagined. You can't outgive love. You can't outgive kindness. You can't outgive joy. And when you live a life of giving, 2025 will be the year you experience greater growth, greater success, and greater fulfillment than ever before. The power of gratitude and giving back. Family, as we close this part of the message, I want to leave you with this. Gratitude and giving back are the keys to unlocking the best year of your life. When you embrace gratitude, you open the door to abundance, to joy, and to growth. When you give, you open the door to impact, to purpose, and to fulfillment. It's not just about what you can take from the world, but about what you can give. And I want you to make 2025 the year where you give freely, where you serve others, where you show gratitude in action. Because the more you give, the more you'll receive, and the more your life will be blessed in return. So in 2025, don't just say thank you, be thankful in action. Don't just wait for a blessing, be the blessing. And as you do, watch how your life begins to overflow with everything you've been praying for. Gratitude and giving back aren't just nice things to do. They're the foundation of a life that's rich in purpose and abundance. Let this be the year that you live with a heart full of gratitude, a life full of giving, and a spirit full of love. Family, I want you to hear me right now. 2025 is not just another year on the calendar. It is not just another 365 days to get through, to survive, to endure. This is the year of transformation. This is the year where everything you've been working for, everything you've been dreaming about, begins to manifest. This is the year where you stop just existing and start thriving. You're not meant to just go through the motions. You're meant to live with purpose. You're meant to leave a legacy. You're meant to make an impact. And 2025, right here, right now, is the year that will define the rest of your life. If you've been through some tough times, if you faced challenges that seemed impossible, I need you to know something. Those obstacles are not the end. They're the beginning. They're the stepping stones to something greater. Don't look at your situation as the conclusion of your story. Look at it as the setup for your breakthrough. The best is yet to come. The greatest version of yourself is about to rise. And it's time for you to walk into that version with confidence, with strength, and with faith. Now I want you to take action. And I'm not talking about waiting for the perfect moment. I'm talking about right now. You don't need to wait for January 1st to get started. Start today. Start where you are. If you've got a dream, write it down. If you've got a goal, write it down. Get clear on what you want to achieve in 2025. The vision you have for your life is the map that will guide you through this year. If you don't have a vision, take the time to create one. Sit down, close your eyes, and think about where you want to be, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, by the end of 2025. Then, take those goals and break them down into action steps. What are the small daily actions that will take you to the next level? Whether it's waking up earlier, reading a book, working on your health, improving your skills, or reaching out to a mentor, whatever it is, make a plan and commit to it. Don't let another day go by without taking the first step toward the future you want. Next, surround yourself with people who believe in you, who will push you, who will challenge you to be the best version of yourself. You don't need to do this alone. Find your tribe. Find the people who will hold you accountable, who will encourage you when you want to quit, and who will celebrate you when you achieve those wins. There's power in community, and when you're surrounded by the right people, nothing is impossible. Finally, I need you to commit. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Don't let the distractions of the world pull you off course. 2025 is your year, but only if you're all in. You've got everything you need inside of you right now to succeed. It's time to stop making excuses and start making progress. The time for waiting is over. Let's take action today and build the life you've always dreamed of. I need you to hear me when I say this. 2025 is not just another year. It is your year of breakthrough. It is the year where your dreams become reality. It is the year where everything you've been working for, all the prayers you've been praying, all the sacrifices you've made, all the failures you've endured, all come together to create the most extraordinary year of your life. But it only happens if you step up. If you make the decision, if you take the action. It only happens if you show up every single day with the determination to make 2025 the year you become the person you were always meant to be. Listen to me, family. You've got greatness inside of you. You've got power inside of you. You've got everything you need to succeed. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect. There is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The time to act is now. The time to believe is now. The time to become everything you've ever dreamed of is now. So I want you to stand up. I want you to look in the mirror and say to yourself, "This is my year. 2025 is my year. I am ready to rise. I am ready to take action. I am ready to walk into my destiny." And when you say that, I need you to say it with conviction. Say it with belief. Say it like you mean it. Because 2025 is waiting for you. And the best part? It's already inside of you. Let's go take it. Let's make this year the year we break through every barrier. Let's make this year the year we leave behind all excuses, all limitations, and all doubts. Let's make 2025 the year we show the world exactly who we are. And let's do it together. You've got this. I believe in you. Let's make this year the best year of our lives. It starts now.